Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? This your boy Marcus Elbow. Welcome back to Elbow Media Studios. And right here in front of me, we have the DLZ Creator by Mackie. This right here might be one of the most innovative, creative devices for content creators ever made. I don't know, but we're going to find out today. Let's go. Elbow Media Studio. All right, guys. As you can see right here, I didn't even want to bring myself on the camera because I just wanted you guys to really take a deep look at this mixer slash podcast mixer audio interface multi-track recorder. This thing is simply crazy, bro. Like, I got a funny story for y'all, but let me just go ahead and give y'all the specs of this machine. This thing comes already ready to go with as you can see here, 8 100 millimeter faders. It has 4 discrete XLR combo jacks in the back here. I'm not going to compare this to anything right now. I'll do a comparison video between probably this and the Rodecaster Pro 2, but it has a stereo channel, quarter-inch TRS inputs. It also has a 1/8 TRS connection. In the back has Bluetooth connectivity. It has the Onyx 8 mic preamps that's in this thing, which meaning you can crank this thing up to 80 dB. You already know the Shure SMB is going to probably be on your list of mics to have, and this is going to work with that mic and it's going to make sure you get enough signal right there. Like I said before, it's a multi-track recorder. You can record to a micro SD, or you can record to a USB thumb drive on this bad boy. It has effects on board. It has a 3-band parametric EQ, high pass filter, noise gate, de-esser, compressor, reverb, delay. It has 4 independent headphone outputs, so you can have different mix for your different listeners or podcasters or guests or whatever. And it has a hard the power cord in the back actually locks in, so you won't have to worry about anybody pulling that thing apart. And another thing it has on here that I don't know if I'm gonna test, I might try it, you can actually talk into this thing and sample your whatever you have. Like, if you want to say something cool or whatever, you can sample that in and then you can assign that to a pad. You know what I mean? And again, like I said, it has pads right here. You have 6 pads that you can actually assign to any type of sounds or effects or whatever you want to do right there. That is just the overview of this thing, bro. This is crazy. So let's just go ahead on and get into really what's going on with this big screen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. And here's the funny story. When I first got this machine into the studio, the first thing that I was kind of really not really feeling was how big it was. I mean, this thing is pretty big, as you can tell from my hand here. You know what I mean? I think I got a normal size hand, but that screen alone is huge. This thing is like 15 inches, you know what I mean? And I guess for me, having a Rodecaster Pro 2, it kind of has a smaller form factor. It's probably going to be about this much, you know what I mean? And I was like, man, I don't know if I really want this thing, you know what I mean, in the studio, because it's so big and I don't know what where I'm gonna put it. I'm not a podcaster, so if I'm going to use this, I'm going to use it as a mixer, right? But man, after I started really delving into this thing, I was like, yo, I did a video on the Rodecaster Pro 2, and in that video we talked about would these type of mixer slash audio interfaces be good for music creators. I'll leave a link up there for this. And to be honest, I think Mackie was going for the content creator and the music producer all in one. I believe that Rode is doing that too, but I think Rode is more focused on strictly podcasting. And I'm not going to say that Mackie wasn't either, because they have mixers and they have multi-track recorders. That's not the deal. But I think they said, you know what, we're going to take it a step further and we're going to give you a lot more, you know what I mean, inside of our package, and we're just going to charge $100 more, which is $799, but we're going to give you this big screen, we're going to give you this whole studio feel all in one little box. And I'm going to be honest with you, it may be 15 inches, but it is portable. You can actually take this thing with you, hook up and sit down and, you know what I mean, and get to podcasting. And one thing that's pretty dope, and I'm gonna show you on the screen here, is it has a slanted, you probably can't tell from the way that it's sitting on my desk here, but when you set this down, that screen actually pops up and you can see it, and that's just the way that it's set up. So you don't really have to worry about reaching over. I mean, it looks like a straight up console sitting on the desk, and that is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, at first I was kind of taken back by it and I wasn't really liking it, but once I started messing around with it, I had it for about 2 weeks, and I'm like, man, the more that I mess with this thing, the more that I love it. You know what I mean? So let's just take a look at it real quick. So as you can see right here, I have my mic on track number 1. So if I highlight track number 1 and I double click on it, it will take me into all of my effects and things like that. And I didn't even talk about the fact that this thing will actually set everything up for you. If you want to, let's just say if you don't know a lot about music, it will actually set everything up. You don't have to worry about, I don't know what my levels need to be. I don't know this, that, and the third. It actually has a functionality that's called auto setup, and it's like a wizard, and it will go in and set it up. And then it has this button here called auto mix, and it will actually control your levels and everything. I mean, bro, they did not cut any corners on this thing. They were like, yo, we're gonna just go all out, and we're just gonna do it. Forget it. Let's do it, right? As I zoom in here, y'all can see right here, you have all your parameters here. You have presets that you can actually go in, and if you have a certain type of mic that you want to set up, and it'll set it up for you, you can actually go in here and do that. You can select that preset. You can change your icon here for your color. You can change the name of the track. That's pretty cool. So if I wanted to go in here and change this icon that's sitting right here, I can actually go and put any icon I want, any color I want for that actual like little track indicator to let me know what's on that actual track. You know what I mean? Then right here you have your gain, you have your phantom power. You can actually put phantom power on each track, which is crazy. And this thing comes with 12 tracks, bro. Like this is dope. I ain't gonna even front, right? So right here, I'm gonna tell you one thing that I love that was so subtle. You got all of your buttons here that you can actually go in and start making your adjustments, your gain, things like that, your reverb, and everything is color coded, as you can see here. Your reverb right here is purple, so I can go in and bring in my reverb right here. Your delay, testing. Right? And then you have your pan right here, so if you want to pan left and right, you could do that. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. And everything is just right there. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you, like inside of the Rodecaster Pro, and again, I'm not trying to compare them because I think the Rodecaster Pro 2 is awesome, but I don't remember being able to use the microphone buttons, you know what I mean, the data dials or whatever you want to call them, Q links or whatever, to be able to control some of the functionality in here. I think it was just one button, and then once you select it, you can control it, or you can just use your finger. But this is cool the way that they did that, and they color coded everything so you'll know which one you could hit in order for you to be able to manipulate whichever one. Okay, so anyway, that's the setup. And then you have your EQ here. I'm not gonna front, bro, that EQ looks good. Everything again is color coded here, so if you want to make any adjustments, you can make your adjustments here using the using this bad boy here. You can go anywhere you want to go. You can select whichever one you want to move, and then you can make those movements. This right here alone had me feeling like, yo, this looks mad professional. You know what I mean? I'm just being real. I'm not saying that, again, I'm not saying the other competitors don't look professional, but none of them are rocking a big screen like this where you can actually go in and make all your changes. You don't even have to touch the screen, but you can touch the screen if you want to touch the screen. But yes, you can go in and make all the changes here. You can turn it off. You can have a high pass filter, all these things. You also have a gate here, so you can actually go in, and again, everything can be moved with your dial here. You have everything is on the side right here to tell you what kind of movements you're making and things like that. So that's crazy. You have a compressor here that you can actually go through, make all your changes, dope as hell. And then you have a de-esser to make sure all those S's and all that don't get captured. You know what I mean? And this is for every channel that you have these settings ready to go. You know what I mean? So if you go back to the overview, we're back here. Okay, then you have your effects. Now look at how clean this looks, bro. I mean, come on, man. And again, everything is here for the dial, so you can change anything you want to change right here. Bro, I don't even know what to tell y'all. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy for a podcast mixer. Like, this is just stupid dope. You got your reverb there, you got your delay there, so you can go in and make all the changes you want to make. And what's cool is that I can't hear anything right now unless I go back to the channel level, go back to my actual setup, and then I can actually put that reverb in right here. Then I can go back here, and then I can start making any adjustments that I need to make. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. So listen, man, that to me is just that functionality, that ability to be able to go in and make these changes real quick and not have to really fiddle around is just, it's just genius. You know what I mean? Then you have your media section here. So if you had any type of I don't know, if you have some music on there or anything you wanted to do, you can actually go here and play that from there. You have snapshots, so you can actually go in and save all of the settings you have for every show. You know what I mean? And a lot of the competitors do this, so that's not anything new, but you can actually go in and do that. Now, right here, you have all of your samples. So these are your triggers here. Let me let you see that real quick. Right here is all of your pads here. And again, you have 6. And then if you hit this, you will start to trigger everything, and then you can actually go in here and you can actually change each one of them. All right, that's gonna be your applause and laughter. Then you have your scream, so forth and so on. Now I'm gonna tell you something that I thought was pretty dope, right? This last one, right, is called Mackie After Dark. This is a actual track that plays, but what's crazy is it actually will continue to loop if I hit it. And I can control the volume here. But if I go back to home, you can see it right here. It will literally continue to loop. Now, I don't know if I've seen this anywhere else. And if you're in the comments, I mean, get in the comments and let me know. You know what I mean? This thing will actually continue to play. And what's really crazy dope that I did not know, and now that I know, is I'm like, yo, this might be it right here. If I go to my settings right here and I hit auto ducking, whenever I talk, the music goes away. And then it comes back after I'm done talking. Come on, man. How dope is that, bro? Like, and this will work on anything that's playing outside of the microphone. You know what I mean? So let's just stop that real quick. And I got the MPC right next to me over here. I'm going to go ahead and play the MPC. Once I start talking, as you can see, it will start to duck the music that's coming in from the MPC. So if I'm working on something and I'm trying to communicate with you guys, and I'm like, yeah, so if you do this right here, blah, 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 then when I stop talking, the volume goes back up to the regular volume, man. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Right there, I was like, oh, man, I think I might have to put this, this might have to be my companion. This might have to be shotgun, you know what I mean? Because that functionality right there alone is super, super dope. You know what I mean? That way I don't have to continue to keep adjusting the volume, trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Trying to make it to where y'all can hear me and this, that, and the third. Y'all just don't know how much goddamn work I put in for y'all. But this right here is just stupid dope, man. I love it. That's dope, man. That is dope. So let's go ahead on and stop that. And I can keep that function on because right now I don't have anything playing. So I could just talk freely or whatever. But again, when I bring the MPC back on, then I'm back to, you know, it's back to ducking. So that is crazy, crazy dope. So, but at the bottom right here, again, is all your tracks down here. Let me get back in on that so y'all can see exactly what I'm showing y'all right here. Right here is where all your tracks lay. So all you have to do is highlight them. All I did was I went into, because I could have just brought the MPC into the 5 and 6, because I'm going to show you the back of the machine right now. But right here in the back of the machine, as you can see, you have that lock mechanism we were talking about as far as the power. You have your power switch, you have your SD, it's a micro SD. I thought that was okay. I would have preferred to have a full size, but that's cool. You have your USB right here. You have a Ethernet connection, because I couldn't find the wireless connection on this guy, so it uses an Ethernet. I don't really know why they chose to do that. I probably would have went wireless, but okay. Then right here you have your where you can hook up a cell phone or anything like that. This just in case you want to have a guest or something talking. It does have mixed minus, so that's great as well. You also have your computer connection right here, which is Type C connection. You have all 4 of your 1/4-inch headphone connections here. You have your out right here, which is your main out. You can send this to speakers or wherever you want to send it. Here is that 5 and 6 that we were talking about right here, that I could have brought my MPC into, but what I ended up doing was I ended up using this 3 and 4 right here, and then I panned it left to right. And then again, this is your 4 1/4-inch combo jacks, XLR combo jacks that you could hook up all your mics to. But like I said, I brought in my MPC to 3 and 4. I left 2 open, and I'm talking on 1 right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, so you can actually go in and you can flip through all of your tracks, and of course this right here is going to be your main out. That's your volume for your main out. You do have a fader for your main out if you ever want to, you know what I mean, adjust that. But again, this thing is crazy cool, bro. Like I know we can probably talk about all the technical stuff, but I'm just blown away at the fact that I really kind of almost slept on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't like the size. I was like, yo, this thing is mad big. I don't really want that on my desk. But then after I really started delving into it, and I started really planning to talk about it and looking to, you know, letting y'all know what was up with it, I was like, bro, this damn thing is a straight up monster. Like it's almost like I don't have a choice but to put this at the streaming desk. You know what I mean? So it's going to probably end up moving the Rodecaster Pro into the editing desk, and I'm going to have to put this out here. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to make some room for this big boy, because it is a monstrosity, bro. So yeah, man. So just to be real with y'all, I'm just going to be straight honest. I really love this machine. I think that it's straight professional, and I love the way that they have everything laid out. I'm in love with it. You know what I mean? And once I did the ducking, I was like, yo, that might be the last straw for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, you can multi-track on this thing, so it could actually be a standalone device for you straight up. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not going to get into how great it sounds. I mean, you heard it. It sounds good to me. It's Mackie. Mackie makes great mixers, so you already know that's going to be there, and it's digital, so it's going to have that crispy, clean sound that most of you guys are looking for. But yes, man, this machine is phenomenal, and I really can't wait to do a side-by-side comparison between this and the actual Rodecaster Pro 2. But if you are looking for this machine and you want to try it out, go over to Zounds. You can pick it up right now. It is $7.99, or you can go ahead on and apply for the financing. You got 12 months financing where you don't have any interest charged to you, and you can start banging on this thing and really start hooking things up to it right now, especially if you got especially if you have a podcast or something like that, man. But as you can tell, I am super excited about this, bro, and I really think this machine is really putting everything all into one and giving you the full, you know what I mean, layout, giving you everything you need with this big ass screen. You know what I'm saying? I love it. You know what I mean? So no doubt. Listen, guys, man, thank you for coming out and hanging out with me, man. Like, I really think that this machine is super awesome. To me, I'm not going to even say which one is better right now, but I can tell y'all probably can tell from my excitement. I'm definitely thinking that this boy is hard to compete with. And yeah, but y'all gonna have to wait for my video. I'm gonna do a video where I'm going to compare the two, which is the Rodecaster Pro 2, the DLZ creator Mackie, and we're gonna see where they both reside and which one might be the better fit for you. All right, listen, man, go run over to elbowmediastudios.com if you're looking for any type of courses. We got courses on the Akai Force, Beatmaker 3, 3. We got courses on the MPC Live 2, and we also got a course coming out that's going to be a pro course for the Akai Force. All right, so make sure y'all go hang out with us over there, man. And I thank y'all if you watch this video all the way to the end. I do appreciate you. You already know that. You know what I mean? I will catch y'all in the next video. All right, man. One, peace. I'm out.